at the center of Indianapolis, Indiana, as we get a look here at Lucas Oil Stadium. We're through the bye weeks and into the race for the postseason. Week 15 is underway on EA Sports. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And they had that one contained right at the line. That's Odafe Owe with a stop. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
You want to see the term read and react with a little video in the football dictionary? That's it.
Working from the gun, it's Richardson. That's going to be caught by Mitchell. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
New slate of downs to approach here from the 40. Richardson now on 1st and 10. And a man is there to knock that away.
Read and react, read and react, read and react. Got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going. And you got to react as he begins to throw to get to a spot and knock it away.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. On the shotgun, it's Richardson. Has him on the quick hitter. Decent gain here, but short of the first.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
3rd and short yardage here, Richardson. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. That one intended for Adonai Mitchell. And that'll bring up 4th and 3. The Colts ready for the punt. Surprisingly had to punt 5 times in last week's win, and he sends this away. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. Call that a punt of 47 yards. And it'll be Seahawks football. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Kenneth Walker gets it for the first time. In the middle holds. They don't get anything on the run. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10. He'll throw it. Nothing there left side as it ends up incomplete.
That is normally a gimme for this offense, these short throws. But the defense, they had just enough influence on that play to force the incompletion.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Throwing with a blitz on the way. Complete beyond the marker. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. They get 22 on that one. And it sets up Seattle with 1st down. They'll send him over right. Walker on 1st down. And he's able to manage a couple on that run.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
This is Walker on 2nd. And he's going to get him up to the midfield stripe with that run. It's a 4-yard pickup, and they need the same now here on third down.
You know, this is an offense that will emphasize the ground game at different points of each and every contest. And as long as they can reliably get gains like this, it's not going to change anytime soon.
3rd and 4 coming up now. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Connection made to Smith and Jigba. And he stopped cold at the spot. Ooh, he paid for that one, but hey, still enough for that first down.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of third downs just like that.
Here's Walker running right. And with a nice gain, he runs him down inside of field goal range. Working quickly here. Staying with Walker. And he's caught behind the line for a loss. Offense up to the line fast. On third down, Walker. He's got the 1st and more inside the 25. And he's taken down just in time at the 2. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
Those outside runs so critical for running back, quarterback, O-line to hit their targets. They got a target area to expose that defense and make the most of it, and that offense just put on display some teaching tape for it.
Gonna keep this one and go. And he's gonna be marked down a yard shy of that marker. Offense in the hurry up here. The play fake now hurts to throw. Brought in by Turner. It's a Seattle touchdown. Well, Brock, we normally talk about complimentary football at some point every week. So how about the way they've begun this one, huh? Force some punts and then cash it in for 6 on their opening drive.
Do we do it every game?
It feels like it. Almost every game, yeah.
I think you're right. Because that's what the NFL is about. We all know the margins are so small in this league. And the team that typically plays the complimentary ball is typically the team that wins.
That's going to be taken in at the 8. Returns looking good so far. And they'll start this drive in good position, a little shy of the 40. So it's good field position for the Colts as they get set, 1st and 10. Shotgun snap now to Richardson. Short pass brought in. And he'll get it up to the 44. Now after making that catch, we see he's shaken up. Trainer's heading out to take a look. 2nd and 3 now. Now Richardson to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
Sometimes I wish everybody could feel what that feels like. When you're a QB and you just feel the air in the pocket getting sucked out and you know there's no escape, it can be just one heck of a deflating feeling. Not for that defense who puts a sack on the board.
Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. And they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long. Punt team is on now, and they get this away. Looking to return from the 29. And the coverage team is there as he fields it, so almost nothing on that return before he stopped. The kicking team got downfield quickly there. He didn't manage much on the return. And it'll be their football. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Play action on 1st down. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Defender's not going to be thrilled the catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up and cost him that catch.
He finds Sanders. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And they take him down after just a small gain on the final play of the first. We're a quarter of the way through on this chilly winter afternoon. Neither side separating much so far. We'll take a brief pause and head back to Lucas Oil Stadium after this. About set for the second quarter. Seahawks football here. They've got 2nd and 7 to start. Takes the handoff, now to throw. Headed out right. Gets this to Sanders. And he's tackled for a short gain.
You know, quarterbacks aren't always the one dishing out punishment, but when they take it and they deliver a frozen broke, when they deliver a ball right on target just like that, and the respect factor grows 100-fold with your teammates.
That's caught for the first. And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a first down.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
To the air now on 1st and 10. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down. Handoff to Walker from the gun. And he's brought down after a short gain. Only a yard from that time, so now 3rd and 9.
Hey, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Metcalf's got it, complete. And they stop him. He's marked down along that 18-yard line. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. To hit a curl route of that length, it takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
Walker now from the gun. Oh, he gets clobbered behind the line.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few. He got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Offense to the line for 2nd down. Running back, motioning right. Finds Sanders. And a nice gain here, but it stopped short of the first.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. He's dropping back to throw. He has the first over the middle. Touchdown, Seattle! So, Brock, this offense looking sharp here in the first half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
Now we'll see them try the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Seahawks double their lead to 14. The kicking team ready for the Seahawks, and forward they run to send it away. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And he's brought down inside the 20 on an uneventful return. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Richardson now. Escapes the pocket. We're working a couple yards past the line. Chase Young bringing him down there.
Just not much to do right there, whether he wanted to run it or throw it. Even if he scraped a positive gain out of it, that's still a win for this defense.
Throwing from the pistol, Richardson. This is caught by Isaiah Likely. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down. Give him 9 on that play, and it's enough for the first.
I'm sure Coach, play caller, doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Into the hands of Likely. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
On first down, it's Richardson. Taken in by Mitchell, right side. He's corralled after a modest 4-yard gain. Devin Witherspoon there on the stop. So we're at the 2-minute warning here from Indy. The Colts in possession. 2nd and 6 coming up here. They'll throw again. Richardson hits his running back. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. Catch made by Mitchell. It's an Indianapolis touchdown. The Colts make it a 1-score game before halftime. It's an Adonai Mitchell touchdown. And the kick is good. And we're going to have some extra yardage added to the kickoff on the roughing call. So they tag him for roughing the kicker. And now this kickoff's going to come from the 50. Let's see if they loft in and try to stick him deep. And just like that, we're back to a 1-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Didn't make an effort to hit the landing area at all. So they're going to give them a drive starting at the 30. They're out and set. 1st and 10. They're going play action. Big catch made, and he got both feet in. And he's out of bounds, up at midfield. An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks. Only one play in, Brock, and this drive already to midfield. From midfield now. Finds Smith and Jigba. And he goes out a little short of the 40.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable. It creates space to take that shot downfield.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Now an inside give to Walker. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs. The Seahawks calling for a timeout, so they're 1st and 3. And they can take a moment to try to build more momentum after getting that first. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. They'll throw on 1st. It's incomplete. Should have been a catch downfield, but off his hands and to the ground it goes.
Oh, that drop is such a bummer because it ruins the payoff of such a well-designed play, Kate. Got the man open, beat the coverage, but then you got to go finish it. You got to go make that catch. I will say, keep that one in mind. They could revisit that play in the future.
Smith and Jigba there to grab it. And able to get this down to the 15 before going out. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Still on the move, coming to the line for 1st and 10. They give up the gut to Walker. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Cut near the goal line. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot. Now Seattle going to call its 2nd timeout. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. Going jumbo set on this 1st and goal. Walker will not score. The defense holds and stops him short of that goal line. Now the Seahawks are going to spend their 3rd and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. It's 2nd and goal. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle! The Seahawks will add to their lead at the end of the half. It's a DK Metcalf touchdown. That one right down the middle. And the Seahawks double their lead to 14. The kicking team ready for the Seahawks, and forward they run to send it away. This return starts at the 5. Finds some space, he's past the 30. And great starting field position here as they bring him down beyond the 40.
When you get contributions like that out of your kickoff returner, it is such a boost to an offense. This is about showing no fear, hitting the lane hard, a determined run back, and setting your offense up with great field position.
So it's good field position for the Colts as they get set 1st and 10. Shotgun snap now to Richardson. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Couldn't connect on 1st, it's 2nd down. Working from the gun, it's Richardson. And there's a man there, it's intercepted. Devon Holland comes up with it. And the Seahawks might be able to get some points late after the interception. Well, I know I don't need to tell you, partner, but if you're going to try to get aggressive, really push a throw downfield like that, you have to be smart about how you do it.
Yeah, that is spot on, Kate. If you've got to find that spot when you know the coverage won't be able to hold up, especially as you go 20, 30, 40 yards down the field. Hey, listen, these defenders in the league today, you throw a ball deep down the field like that, it turns into a 50-50 ball. More times than not, they can make a play and take it away just as they did.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up. That brings us to halftime. We'll get a break as our teams make their adjustments and then return with more of the NFL on EA Sports in just a little bit. Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Heward, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our 2nd half. The Colts ready to kick this one away, and away we go once more. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this 2nd half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. First play of the drive. Here's Walker. And he gets a few on the plunge forward.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Second down now, 7 to go. Throwing with a blitz on the way. Connection made to Smith-Njigba. And what a hit there. Ouch, she faced the price for moving the chains that time.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
Football on that 47-yard line, first down. Now Walker. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
His goal is pretty clear, Kate. Crash forward, then crash inside. Set that edge, but if you can come inside and bury that runner before it gets started, all the better.
All right, here we go. Second down. Slot man motioned over. Here's 2nd and 11. It's caught Metcalf. And he's going to be drugged down, looks like at that 37-yard line. Ooh, after that play, we can tell he's hurting. He's someone they need to help their playoff hopes. Training staff working on him now. Markers reset, ball at the 37. To the ground with Walker. Escapes a defender. And he's stopped. Now we'll wait to hear what this flag is all about. A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond. And holding penalty is going to make first down twice as tough. They're 20 from the marker to start things out. They kick the running back in motion. Finds a man right side. And they'll manage to contain him after about a 6-yard pickup. Riley Moss with that tackle.
The goal of that little drag route is to get him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. That picked up a good chunk, and it was nearly a big play.
Everyone's prepped. It's second down now. Throwing from the gun. Gets this to Sanders. A flag's down as he stops. Looks like this one's on the offense. Well, it's too bad that yellow line that we all see on TV isn't actually out on the field because it might have kept him from throwing that one.
You know, and I'm surprised, frankly, we don't see this more. It's just a tremendous spidey sense that these dual threat quarterbacks have of today.
Yeah.
They're out in the field, they're running around. Yeah, we don't see this nearly as much as, well, we would have back in my day where we played within the pocket so much more.
He fires one deep down. This is caught. Looks like he stayed in bounds, too. Great work. So a timely moment for a big play, and they get the first on 3rd and 19.
One thing we don't have in football is we don't have that radar gun. But if we did, Kate, this is the kind of throw, when you throw it that deep outside the numbers, that requires it.
It's a Seattle touchdown. Well, Brock, not much to say other than the fact that this offense on point. They are just clicking today.
Just rolling. I mean, this is clinic. This is what I call teaching tape. Being well prepared and, more importantly, going out there and executing at a high level.
That one splits the uprights. And the Seahawks stretch their lead to 21. The kicking team ready for the Seahawks, and forward they run to send it away. Return coming from the 6. Big lick from the coverage team there. That's going to stop the return before it can get to the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Richardson. Complete out to the right. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
That's going to be caught by Mitchell. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
and those are the completions they rely on from their passing game.
First and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. Back to throw. Here's Richardson. Pressure gets to him, and he goes down. That's a sack. We do have a marker down, but where it's at on the field, partner, that sure looks like it's in the neighborhood of holding. Back to the line they go. It's second down. Trying again, following the sack. Has him on the quick hitter.
I know that completion doesn't move the chains. I love it nonetheless. You make sure that defense is aware of every eligible player going out, and this time it was out of the backfield with the running back that shows he's adept at catching it as well.
Tight end going in motion here. Third and short yardage here, Richardson. Getting out to his left. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You know, that's one of those little mental Rolodex plays. Right before the snap, you know if the read isn't there, that option isn't there, you can use your legs to make the adjustment and go get the first down.
And he won't get anything there. Several defenders nearby to hold him up. No progress on first down, and that'll bring up second and 10.
Second and 10 on the Seahawks 37-yard line.
Richardson has it at the 7. He has the Indianapolis touchdown. A second touchdown through the air for Brock, and independent of the game situation, we both know he's going to be happy to leave the field with 2 of them in one game.
One touchdown, you just might be right time, right place, but 2 touchdowns in a game is always about the preparation. The separations and the preparation. It's doing that work on the practice field and knowing before the game that when my number's called, I'm going to be there to deliver.
The Colts ready to kick this one away, and away we go once more. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Walker running to the right. And that carry only nets 1 on the plunge up the gut.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
They'll come to the line here, second and 9. Throwing off the play fake here. He rolls to his right. Catch is made down the right sideline. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the first down.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, and sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
And he's going to run this down to the 36-yard line. A touchdown aside in that frame as we run out of time in the third quarter. This one not out of reach quite yet, but it is a 2-score game to begin the fourth. After a good pickup, they're set up with second and short. Running with Walker again. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that first down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. And I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
Play action on first down. That's going to be an incomplete pass on the throw to the right. Not on the same page with his tight end. And now they face second down.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. Left side caught by Metcalf. And he's going to be brought down at the 23-yard line. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And the Seahawks will have a first down.
First down, Seahawks.
It's Walker on the give. And that's a huge hit there, but he's still able to power through enough for a first and goal.
That was the perfect play call for that particular situation. Gave him enough to pick up a first with some room to spare.
First and goal now as they try to pad this lead. They go with Walker here. Hit behind the line, and the ball is loose. Oh, they got it back. They can try and salvage something. Ooh, let's give him a second there. Give him a sec. I'm going to imagine his heart's probably going, what, 150, 160 beats per minute right now, Brock, after nearly losing that fumble.
Yep, and it wasn't just a ball he dropped there. It was at least 3 points, too. But fortunately, that ball stays with him in the red.
And he's going to score. Touchdown, Seattle. The Seahawks making a 3-score game in the fourth. It's a DK Metcalf touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. That one right down the middle. And the Seahawks stretch their lead to 21. The kicking team ready for the Seahawks, and forward they run to send it away. Kickoff taken at the 3. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return.
At their own 24-yard line.
Offense ready to begin this drive. First and 10. Back now, pressure on its way. Short pass brought in. 16 yards on the play. And it's good for an Indianapolis first down.
Something out of nothing, Kate, that may as well be listed on his resume because he's so good at it. Caught that one near the line, and after that, it was all him. Turning a modest pass into far more than a modest gain.
And he's able to move past the 45 before going out.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down, well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. And with third and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
That's complete to the rookie out of Alabama. Excellent pickup to move the chains. 36 yards in the end.
He just made a difficult throw to the outside look elementary, Kate, and that's not easy. The placement, excellent. And it helped set his target up to put some more yards on that stat sheet.
Richardson now on first and 10. The throw is caught. And he has it down to the 8-yard line on the play. A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up second and 2 at the Seahawks 8-yard line.
They'll throw again. Richardson. And he let his man just a little too much there. That's an incomplete pass. Unable to find Adonai Mitchell with that one. But still plenty of options left on third and short.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
Left side, gets it out quick, and it's caught. And the defense was ready. They got him at the line.
Those kind of completions are so frustrating, Kate. It's like a putt. You got it on line, you feel good about it's going in the hole, but you never want to leave it short.
Looks like they will indeed try it. 4th and 2. Trying to throw for it with Richardson. On the move, headed right. And it's going to be incomplete. Couldn't connect to extend the drive. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
And he's able to manage a couple on that run.
I think we got to be careful, and I'll raise my hand if thinking that play was just a nothing burger. Because what can happen from that, Kate, is he put some nice toppings on it. A play-action pass, a shot that comes down the road from what looked like a very plain play.
An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Shotgun snap, they're going to throw. He fires one deep down the middle. They connect on the deep shot. And he flips the field for them before being taken down. They rip off a huge chunk of field as the downs reset. We're down to the 2-minute warning here in Indy. Seahawks ready to pick up their 8th win of the season. So a massive gain, and all of a sudden we've got 1st and 10 inside the red zone. Running is Walker. And he'll get this inside the 10 to the 9. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4.
Fans love the long ball in baseball. It's like they got the home run derby, but you know what? Talk to managers, and they will tell you small ball can win too. Singles and doubles, you add them up, you can win a lot of baseball games. Football coaches will tell you get runs of that length. It may not be a home run, it may not score points, but it can do some serious damage.
And he's brought down for a loss.
These edge defenders in the league today, Kate, they've got so much on their list to do. A huge to-do list. They got to get to the passer, they got to set an edge, and they got to stop that run game, not just on the end of the line, but in that case, right in the middle of the field.
And they bring him down at the 7-yard line.
Here we go. Here's one of those game situations that just puts a smile on my face, because I can think from Pop Warner to the NFL, everybody on the field thinking the same thing. Can we go for it? Can we get one more shot as you end up just short on that 3rd down?
And they won't do it. That falls incomplete on 4th down.
Well, 99% of what they did was excellent. Right play call, good route, great throw. Just needed to make that catch. That's a situation you expect your guys to convert every time.
Throwing from the pistol, Richardson. He's on the move. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs.
Man, I don't ever want to be a defensive coordinator. They do so many things right to take away the pass, and then what happens? Well, you get a quarterback that lowers his head, gashes the defense with one of the biggest runs of the game. You take away the pass, but you can't stop the QB run.
Man in motion, out of the slot. On 1st down, it's Richardson. Trying to push it deep downfield. And this one falls incomplete, so we're down to 4 seconds, and we'd assume our final snap. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. And that'll bring up 2nd down. This undoubtedly the final snap of what's already a decided contest. One final shot here. Chased down. Oh, he was on the move, but so was the defense, and they take him down. So the Seahawks take this one on the road. And they carried some of that winning football from last game into this contest. Now a modest little win streak blossoming for them, Brock. They've got 2 in a row as they get out of here with a victory. That does it for another broadcast of the NFL on EA Sports. With my partner in the booth, Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. The Seahawks winners as we say so long from Indy.